What's up, boys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today is a very special day. We hit 1,000 subscribers. So I just want to start off by saying thank you to each and every one of you that pressed subscribe. We got here a lot quicker than I expected, so that is awesome. And I know a lot of you have been asking me to make a settings video, so I thought for 1,000 subscribers, we'll make the settings video. I'm going to be going through this pretty quickly, so feel free to pause the video at any moment to copy down my settings. And yeah, let's just get into it, boys. So starting over here at input 1. We got my lean as my left stick on the controller, throttle and brake as the triggers. My rear brake is a paddle on my controller. It's the only paddle that I run. My clutch is left stick when I click the left stick down, and my rider lean is my right stick. I run 75% direct lean. I do run combined brakes, minimum 10%, maxed 110%. And these are my advanced lean settings. I run 5% dead zone, 170 linearity. I do run smoothing. I have it at 30 and 30. I used to run 60 and 60, but I've been kind of lowering it just because I feel like it helps you turn a little bit faster. And my gain is at 92.2. I will go through the rest of these. My throttle, I think this is pretty much stock. Brake, I do have my brake gain pretty low just to help not lock out the brakes. My rear brake is basically stock. Clutch, this is also stock. My front back lean is stock except for my gain is at 150. I would recommend doing this. And my left right lean, I do run a little bit lower gain just because I feel like in this most recent beta you don't want to be counter leaning too much, so this kind of helps me not counter lean too much. So let's go to input 2. So I shift with the bumpers on my controller because I play like this with my middle finger on the triggers and my pointer fingers on the bumpers. You don't need starter bind. Push bike I have as X and B, so X is forwards, B is backwards. My sit button is my right stick when I click it down, and I do not run direct. And what this means is when I click it down, the rider sits down, and then I click it again to make him stand up again. If you have this ticked, then you have to hold the sit button, make him sit down, and then when you let go of it, he stands back up. My reset button is the back button on my controller. Track marker as Z on my keyboard. I know I've gotten some questions about this. If you want to run this, you have to press and hold it in testing to actually set the marker, and it also only works in testing. I have change view as tab on my keyboard. Look back is down on the D-pad, heading is left and right on the D-pad, and my tear off is up on the D-pad. And for the gestures, the only one I have binded is my raise arm, just so I can say sorry if I need to, and I have that on Y. These are my camera settings. You can copy these if you want. These are the graphic settings. You can also copy these if you want. I have a pretty mid-range PC. I do run my terrain detail on low though because of the DDC tracks. For some reason, if I have this on high, I just get terrible FPS, so I've just been leaving it on low. And I also have 3D grass and track screens and reflections turned off just to save a little bit of FPS. These are my volumes. I do run the UK units because I live in Canada and we use a mixture of metric and US, so that's what the UK one is. Bandwidth on high and flags on both. Make sure you have this. This is very important. So here we are in the simulation tab. I run 115 FOV, 0 tilt. I don't know how people run tilt in this game. It makes me feel sick. And 31% pitch. I don't run any of these things. I do have rider stand ticked. I have show HUD unticked just because I use max HUD. These are my third person settings. You can copy those if you want. They probably aren't very good though. And these are the aids that I use. If I'm on a non-Austrian bike, so any bike other than the Husky KTM or Gas, I will run shift help. But since I'm on the KTM, I run it not because the KTMs have quick shifters. I do run automatic clutch. You need this if you don't want to stall out. Brake help just to help me not lock up as much, and automatic tires change because why not? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the settings. I'm gonna hop in game now and I'll show you guys how I set up my camera, and I'll also show you guys my max HUD settings. Okay, so we're here on Anaheim 1 now, and I'm going to show you guys. So if you press Shift and C on your keyboard, it lets you move your rider forward and backwards with the keys, with your arrow keys. So I move mine all the way back, and then if you press Shift C again, it lets you move it up and down. So I move mine all the way down, yeah, all the way down and all the way back. And then I'll also show you my max HUD settings. So I run inputs, map, speed, standings, and timing. And then these are the settings that I run for them. If you want to copy these, you can pause it. But I won't spend too much time on these. And also, I don't know if I need to mention this, but also I run dynamic camera. This is the first person camera you want to use. This static camera is not it. Do not use this one. Use dynamic. But yeah, I guess that does it for my settings. Let me know if you guys if you guys have any more questions, just put them in the comments and I will try to answer them all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks again for 1,000 subs, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.